The music was loud enough to blur conversations, but her voice cut through it like a blade. She smiled, lifted her glass, and said, "We're in an open marriage," as if she were announcing a dessert special. Laughter bubbled around us. Someone whistled. I felt every eye drift toward me, waiting for a reaction. I didn't argue. I didn't embarrass her. I just nodded, took a slow sip, and felt something settle inside my chest, cold, clear, decisive. By sunrise, she would be begging me to talk, and the party would be the least of what she regretted. We'd been married 7 years, the kind of couple friends called solid. We shared calendars, a mortgage, and a morning routine that included burnt toast and quick kisses. She worked in marketing, I ran operations for a logistics firm. Money wasn't glamorous, but it was steady. We hosted dinners, showed up to birthdays, and argued about paint colors like normal people. When she suggested the party, her co-worker's loft downtown, I said yes without thinking. It felt important to her. Just show up and smile, she said earlier that day. I thought I knew what that meant. I didn't. Our relationship had rules, even if we didn't call them that. We told each other where we were going. We didn't flirt past friendly. We handled problems privately. When she started guarding her phone months ago, I told myself it was work stress. When she stayed late on Thursdays, I believed the client excuse. Trust is quiet like that, it fills in gaps on its own. Still, there were stakes. My job depended on my reputation. Her career thrived on perception. An open marriage wasn't just a joke, it was a story that could spread, reshape us, and cost more than pride. The loft smelled like citrus cleaner and cheap wine. Her colleagues were polished, quick to smile, quicker to judge. I noticed how one guy hovered near her, how she leaned in when he spoke. "You good?" she whispered, squeezing my hand. I nodded. "Always," I said. We posed for photos, her arm tight around my waist, the picture of ease. Inside, I cataloged details, the way she avoided my eyes when he laughed, the timing of texts buzzing her watch, the familiar knot tightening. None of it proved anything. All of it felt wrong. When she announced the open marriage, the room reacted like it had been waiting. "Lucky you," someone said to me. I smiled. "Communication is everything," she added, glancing my way. I didn't correct her. I watched. The hovering coworker Evan raised his eyebrows. "So, boundaries?" he asked lightly. "We're adults," she replied. My phone buzzed. A text from her, "Please don't make a scene." I typed back, "I won't." That was true. Scenes are loud. Moves are quiet. I excused myself to the bathroom and stood under fluorescent lights, breathing. In the hallway, I called my friend Mark, who'd handled sensitive HR cases before. "Hypothetically," I said, "if someone misrepresents a relationship at a work event?" He paused. "Depends. Perception can be policy." I hung up and opened our shared drive on my phone. Our finances were neat: joint savings, joint checking, a single emergency fund. I transferred my paycheck to a separate account I'd kept dormant, something my father once advised. The app chimed. Quiet, irreversible. Back inside, she laughed too loudly at Evan's joke. I lifted my glass again. Still calm. The tension rose in small, sharp increments. Evan leaned closer. "So, if it's open," he said, "coffee sometime?" She glanced at me. I met her eyes and smiled. "Have fun," I said. The words tasted metallic. Her smile faltered for half a second. Another text buzzed her watch. She stepped away to the balcony. I followed at a distance, listening as the city hummed. "I didn't think you'd say that," she hissed into her phone. A pause. "Not now." I didn't need more. Confirmation doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it's a whisper. I left early, citing a morning meeting. She hugged me hard. "We'll talk later," she said. "Of course," I replied. At home, I packed a small bag and moved my laptop to the guest room. I emailed my bank, my lawyer, and my boss, nothing accusatory, just requests and scheduling. At 1:12 a.m., a notification popped up, a tagged photo from the party, Evan's hand on her shoulder, captioned Open Minds. I saved it. At 2:03, she texted, "You mad?" I wrote, "No, that was also true. Anger clouds judgment. Clarity doesn't." She came home near dawn, heels in hand, makeup smudged. "Can we talk?" she asked, voice small. We sat at the kitchen table where we'd once planned vacations. "Why would you say that?" I asked quietly. "You embarrassed me," she said. I slid my phone across the table, the photo glowing.